Hi students, in today's class we'll be seeing about the topic on the case study smart water or wastewater technologies using wireless mobile to mobile communication. So this is the second case study we are having. What is the first case study we have studied? Yes, it is a home wireless network. It is a home wireless network. Yes, good. Next, we are moving on to the problem statement of the wastewater management. Water or wastewater utility industries need to develop and implement new ways to monitor and control all aspects of their business. With company personnel and automated machinery constantly in motion, they have to create a smarter communication networks. Next, an introduction. A key indicator of the enterprise organizations expanding their networking infrastructure ties directly to install the number of embedded wireless sensors to connect devices. Organizations must also leverage communication technologies to connect everything together from the corporate office to the field site to the individual sensor and everything in between, with a greater focus on operational efficiency to both reduce overhead and increase productivity. While machine to machine is a relatively new industry term, as wireless technologies has grown in popularity, the M2M industry has also evolved. In early days, a wireless M2M network was limited to a singular location, such as water treatment facility, whereas the devices or machinery needed to communicate in just one location. But over time, organizations began to realize the value of the data that the communication technologies provide, and their needs began to shift. Speeds and throughputs began to increase. Networking requirements evolved, and the M2M network become much more versatile. Furthermore, with the rise of smart machines, equipment and devices coupled with the proliferation of the interest, new innovations have come about that are changing the paradigm of the existing thing. So these are the water treatment plants we are going to take as an example. Next, business challenges driving the needs for M2M communications. Organizations required more information and they need it faster. The increase in demand for data networking and communication technology providers to deliver high speed, high bandwidth solutions to create large data pipes to meet the growing operational demands of today. The decision makers and planners within the enterprise and organizations are changing. So today IT administrators have adopted the responsibilities for all networking problems what we have. So therefore we are integrating and connecting the core IT infrastructure with the geographically dispersed assets for the network visibility in a greater manner. Next, so we are investing in the solutions to save the existing network infrastructure. So many industries are finding a balance between the legacy networking equipment and the next generation networking equipment. In the past, organizations are limiting their communication technology option to just one vendor, one technology or one service provider, whereas now we are not. Organizations have multiple technologies for a hybrid networking approach to utilize the most cost effective data transport medium possible. So this is what your M2M communication. Next, broadband speeds without the wires. Mobile broadband, remote broadband, security over and the mix of M2M and the human machine interface have played a significant role in the evaluation of wireless broadband networking solutions into their current state. Ability to leverage assets in the most valuable way, mitigating or responding issues via enhanced monitoring capabilities, achieving greater operational efficiency and therefore increased productivity, increasing data consumption and therefore the ability to analyze more of the key operational factors that drive the success. Increasing your data consumption and therefore the ability to analyze more of the key operational factors that drive the success. Diminishing the impact on the environment via monitoring or control access across the large geographical regions, aiding the development of increased safety and security measures, greater adherence to regulatory and compliance factors. So next, improving product quality and therefore innovation within the organization. Next, what are the main aspects here? We have again have analysis, design, development, testing as good deployment. The same thing we have to consider here in this. As it is a software evolution, we'll be having the same cyclic model. Next is architecture of the M2M system. It is mainly categorized into three domains: application domain, network domain, and the third one is M2M device domain. In the application domain, we'll be having M2M application and client application. In the network domain, we'll be having service capabilities and M2M core. In the M2M device domain, we'll be having M2M area network and M2M gateway. Next, requirements for M2M. M2M application communication principles. Message delivery for sleeping devices. Delivery modes: anycast, unicast, multicast, and broadcast. We'll be having SMS, GPRS, and IP access. Message transmission scheduling. The M2M shall be able to manage the scheduling of network access and of messaging. Message communication within the path selection. Communication with devices behind a M2M gateway. Communication failure notification. Reliable delivery of a message shall be notified of any failures to deliver the message. Scalability. Then abstraction of technologies, heterogeneity. The next one is mobility. So mobility in the sense it can be adaptable for any environment. Next is communications integrity. So it should be able to support mechanisms to assure communication integrity for M2M services. Next, continuous connectivity. So it should be the M2M system, it should support continuous connectivity based upon your service on a regular and continuous basis. Next, issues what we have or concerns in the M2M. The key concerns in M2M are related to addressing and security. The addressing schemes should include IP address of connected objects, IP address of group of connected objects, and E.164 addresses of connected objects. Example, MSISDN. Next, final consideration what we should have is, by understanding the business needs and challenges from the get-go, decision makers can use the best communication technology, frequency, network topology, etc. The organization will be able to overcome challenges with the networking element and leverage the best option for each deployment, creating cost savings and ease of use and deployment demands may be for the organization. Thank you.